Okay, I'm going to show you what you'll be using for sound if you want something very specific. There will be barrier mics to pick up the overall ensemble, but if you need something mic'd specifically from one actor, there will be 3 handheld mics backstage. That's, they say hand 1, 2, and 3. I am going to, so to turn this guy on, there's a red button on the back. Battery strength will be, we'll make sure that it's full. Each of the hand mics are listed here as hand mic 1, hand mic 2, and there'll be a hand mic 3. So right now, the red button has to be off of hand, so the mute has to be off on hand mic 2 so that it will work, and then the slider has to be up. So now I can talk into it, and it's picking me up whatever volume you want. Typically, the sliders are best when they're sitting about 0, but depends on how you speak into a mic. So these will be backstage on mic stands, and you can choose 3 of them. They're listed here as mic 12, 13, and probably mic 11. It's not in there right now, but that's the one it will be. If you want to set your level and leave it, you can mute it till you need it. And the one thing I would recommend is that you make sure that when you have the mic turned on that the battery strength is full, because that's usually the trick. So I'm going to turn that one off. The other thing that you can use that you will likely use for your cues is the HDMI here. So I'm going to play a cue here. Again, this slider, again, you'll want it off mute. You want the slider about 0 here. And if I play that cue from my computer, I probably would like that louder. There we go. So that's coming from the speakers up at the back. This will be a QLab. It'll be a Mac computer sitting here, but it's essentially exactly where it would likely be for if you're playing sound effects or sound. So always make sure that the mute buttons are off. That's a big mistake. Sometimes we forget if the sliders are up. These also have to be off. And the main will likely be set permanently. There will also be someone here working with you if you're like, oh, I can't get my sound working. His name is Mr. Bodner. Okay, so I'm going to bring those down. That's sound.